Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports.
Ready, we're ready, 51, 53, Mike, 53.
Off the play fake to Freeman, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Ryan to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On the draw, this is Smith. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons! Ito Smith. His first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Hey, 4 down, 51, jump!
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the first guard selected in the draft back in April, Chris Lindstrom from BC. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Watch the slack. Watch the slack. Ready to go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, Ryan escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
We got this.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wentz. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Ryan getting it out left side to Sanu. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Quickstone, travel. 4 down. Ready to go.
Trying to punch it in with Smith. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Pilot, 64, weak. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Kill, kill, kill. Watch the edge.
Another try for Smith. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons push further out in front. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We're good.
And some room to roam now. Give them 32 on the play.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score Falcons 13, Eagles 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Falcons take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hey, Rick Lance.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan, that's caught over the middle. Hooper.
Complete to Austin Hooper. It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 9. That's the end of the first quarter.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out.
Ready, blue 80, 125.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Face. Hey, express.
Mike 42, check. Mike 42.
Hey, Zoo. Go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. On 1st down, Ryan.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Watch tight end, tight end's right. Tight end's
Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. 3rd down here.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge differences we know between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
There's the first NFL catch for the former Stanford man, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. On 2nd and 12, Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And an alley to run. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return as his guys are back within a single score. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. With it is Jackson. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Mike, check, 59.
Wentz now on 1st down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Now a play fake. Wentz. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st down, Eagles.
And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And Elliott puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Got it. Let's go. Hey, great plan.
42, Mike 42.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Ready for that?
Mike 42, check, check, Mike 42. I'm going to come back.
Operating from the gun. Ryan flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Try to lay one up deep. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught at the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 82 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Malik Jackson able to record his 5th sack of the season. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him, do some...
He's got a man, complete. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 45 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 41-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Malik Jackson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Watch the run.
Hey, Delta.
Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. A 1st down carry for Smith. And an alley to run. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Check, Mike 42. No chance.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Malik Jackson, he's the one to get him, and that is... sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, Tuesday.
To throw is Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Back 25. Wait.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike's 42.
Hey, Echo.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Ryan. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So it's challenge time. The referee's tablet coming out. And the big question, Charles, did that football break the plane to the goal line?
They just need any part of the ball to cross the goal line in order for it to count. Remember, it's got to be indisputable, though. Sometimes we think it's going to be there. We can't really find it on the tablet. So we'll see what the final call is going to be.
Night, sweetheart. Hey, 58. Check 24. Check.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Bang.
Smith trying to run for it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Check. 53's the mic.
Hey, Alpha.
Here we go. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Crunch time.
From the gun, Ryan eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
The holding penalty, that puts him in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal.
39.
Operating from the gun, Ryan dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
But going for it on 4th has worked twice on this drive already. Now it gets more interesting here on 4th and goal. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Well, going for it on 4th has worked twice on this drive already. Now it gets more interesting here on 4th and goal. On 4th down, Dobbs. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
You can't stop me.
And now we're going to get a delay of game, and that's going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. This is taken at the 18. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, trying to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan looking deep for Hula. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 44 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Ryan. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Hey, South. Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Check. Wrap it.
Hey, wahoo.
42's the mark. Man out.
On 2nd and goal, Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Hey, exit.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42. There's a party now. Hey, white. Check.
Throwing again, Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Mike 42. Here we go, let's bring it up.
He can run for it, and he will. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. In his own end zone, it's Wentz. And Wentz will not be able to get rid of it. He's taken down for a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Ryan. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, team six.
From the shotgun, Ryan buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you have a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
He's coming. He's coming, double up.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to run for it with Howard. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Howard, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Eagles on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. To throw is Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you've got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary.
They've got his man complete. Well, going into the final play in this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still